on, Chris, let's go.
I'm coming. Wait.
Come on, we gotta go.
I can't. They're here. I have to read a poem first.
I'll be back.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye. Hi guys. I didn't know. I have my poem book. It's a book about driving, and it's poem mobiles, and it's about all these crazy kind of cars, automobiles. And our poets who wrote this book are Patrick Lewis, who wrote The Bookworm's Feast that we read a few weeks ago, and Douglas Florian, who we've been reading lots and lots of his poetry. And then Jeremy Holmes is the artist who drew all the pictures. So there's a lot of really silly, funny cars in this book, and I think you're really going to like it. And I'll just tell you that the last car in the book that I'm going to read about is called a rubber band car. So we'll get to that one at the end. I want to close with that. And then if you stick with me to the very end, I'm going to teach you how to make a rubber band ball. So that'll be kind of fun. So just turn that off a minute. Okay, so let's decide which one we want to read first. There's so many good ones. That was the hard part of how we would decide. Let's see, there's one in here about dragons, which maybe some of you guys would like a poem about dragons. I can see that. This is the dragon car. You can see it's got crazy eyes, and oh, it's even eating a bicycle. It's got teeth. This one it takes place in a schoolyard, and I guess there's all these junky metallic cars. That's what I get out of this anyway. But this is called The Dragon Wagon. The dragon wagon's painted green, a scary, scaly, mean machine. I'm hoping you guys can see that, okay? Its wings are capable to fly above all traffic as it goes by. Upon its back are nasty spikes. It feeds with greed on rusty bikes. Inside its hood are toothy jaws. Instead of wheels, it has sharp claws that hug the road and sharply turn. Its fiery breath is built to burn. All creatures coming in its path don't dare provoke this dragon's wrath. Ooh, that means you don't want to make this dragon car angry, or I guess it might eat you, I don't know. All right, well, I hope you like that one. And I think now it's time to do a silly one. I like this one a lot, too. This is called the backwards car, and as you can see, it's kind of got, it's got a front end, and it's got a back end, and it's this long wrappy thing. So I don't know how this drives, but the authors are going to try to explain it to us. The backwards car. The backwards car goes in reverse, both near and far, and what is worse, the things you've seen are not ahead, but where you've been thus far instead. Instead of going to and fro, from fro to to you likely go. And when you're there and you arrive, you find you're where you launched your drive. So no matter where you go, you've already been there, and when you get there, you've already been there too. That's another crazy one, isn't it? Okay, well, here's another one called the balloon car. I like it a lot. Look at all those balloons. Can you see this one okay? I'll stand back here a little bit. The balloon car. Look at, can you see that he kind of is in a little go-kart down below? And the balloons take him up into the air. The balloon car. My daddy drives a car that floats an inch above the street. 100 colorful balloons tied to a bucket seat. And once he blows his car up, Daddy never wants to stop. But boy, does he get mad at me when I call out, "Hey, Pop!" Get it? Hey, Pop! Pop, 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 pop. That could be not too much fun if you're floating. Okay, that was silly. All right, I do really like this one called the hot dog car. And I don't know about you, but I sure like hot dogs. And this one has a really special fact about it. So let's go. Hot dog car. My hot dog car is lots of fun and comes with relish on a bun. It runs on tons of sauerkraut, not gasoline, but sauerkraut, or mustard when you've just run out. Enjoy its fine and fragrant smell. Its color has no parallel. My hot dog car, you just can't beat it. And when you're done, you simply eat it. What a perfect car. Edible car. Wow. All right. I'm going to read the rubber band car, and then I'm going to show you how to make that rubber band ball. So here we go. The rubber band car. And maybe you can see it's just all these rubber bands strung together. And here's a rubber band person bouncing through the sky. The rubber band car. Bouncing, bounding down the road like a leaping, beeping toad, made from giant rubber bands, very pliant in your hands. It jumps over traffic jams and obstructions, gently rams. It can float just like a barge, takes 3 spots in a garage. It must be big. Needs no shocks and needs no springs. Ooh, spring, there's that word spring. And to fly it, just add wings. Outperforms all other cars, one bounce all the way to Mars? Wow, now that is one bouncy car, one bouncy auto. Well, I'm going to teach you how to make a rubber band ball, and they work pretty well. You can add lots of rubber bands and make it even bigger. Let me try to give it a bounce for you. Here it goes. Woo! It worked! See? The first thing you want to do is take a rubber band. This is a nice thing to do with all those rubber bands you get from the newspaper, or maybe when you buy vegetables at the grocery store. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my rubber band and I'm folding it in half, folding it in half. That's probably enough. Now, this, you might need a little help from your grown-up to get started. Then I'm going to take another rubber band and I'm just going to start twisting and twisting and twisting. And you want to keep twisting so you get it tight. Okay. And then you just keep adding rubber bands. I think you can use thin ones too, and colorful ones would be really nice. And so you get the idea. You just twist and twist and twist and twist. And the more you go, the bigger your ball will be. So I hope you have fun giving it a try. I'm not going to torture you by making you watch me do this whole thing, but you get the idea, and they do bounce pretty well. And now I guess I gotta go because I missed my ride, as you know, and I'm gonna try to hail down one of those nifty hot dog cars, or maybe I'll find a rubber band car. That would be kind of fun too. All right, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.